Hey everyone. So I was called to pull a few cards um, for a reading, and they're from the Earth Magic Oracle cards. I'm not like your fortune teller or like somebody who's gonna, you know, give you some bullshit that's just gonna keep you in a circle of confusion. But what I will do is I'll connect to God and pull cards and then share like where I'm feeling called, like where like I just allow consciousness, God, to speak through me, and I share like what's going on for a whole as the whole consciousness. And yeah, I hope that you enjoy this mini reading. We're beginning February, and this month of January felt like 10 years. I feel like I've lived a few lifetimes in 1 month, and I've let go of some and I still am healing, and I always will be, and so will you, and till perfect ascension. And there's still always more growth and human experience to be had until the planet has fully ascended, and then we're just in heaven as one together. So however you choose, but that's what I choose. I choose to help ascend this planet and just help people to understand that they have the power. And it's not about another person. It's not about listening to ego in any way, your own, because we don't really have one. And it just makes things complicated and complex when they're very simple. And I just did a video about how important it is to feel, how important it is to not just have concepts, not just share concepts, and to really share peace, feelings, to live in your feelings. It's so important, especially like as a man. For me, that's always been something that I've struggled with, because it was always seen as weak. Weak. And yeah, it's like that's where everything is in me feeling, is in me being in my heart. It's where my universe lies. It's where my consciousness, my connection to source lies. And it's where I get my truth. It's where I channel. It's where I see things. It's where I dream. It's where I, it's my heart is the foundation of my being, a human. And of course we can, go off into other realms and connect and expand, but grounding into, our experience here on Earth and the purpose here, the mission here on Earth is so important, because this is our destiny now, and this is, God has us here for a reason. Love has us here, the universe, whatever you want to call it. And I see God as my perfect leader. In any moment I can tap into God. In any moment I can tap into love. God is love in simple form. And allowing myself to really live that concept has been really crucial for me. So I pulled 3 cards here from the earth magic. And they're beautiful cards. We have Wolf, Lotus Flower, and Love. So, start with the Wolf. And this card is based on instinct, it's based on intuition, it's based on independence, it's based on being fierce, being true, being real, standing strong in your truth. Knowing, you are the wolf spirit. You have that energy, you know your truth better than anybody. And it's safe for you to surrender your focus outward and just go inward. You don't gotta be the lone wolf that says I gotta do this on my own, this is hard, this is the path I chose. But at the same time, you have to allow yourself to, because your journey is always you. You always have you, no matter what the situation is on the outside. You always have yourself, and it's the most important relationship you'll ever have is the relationship you have with God and yourself. And then your twin flame. But it makes sense that way. You can't have relationships with others when you're not having a full-on relationship with your soul. How could you? How could you? How could you know someone if you're not connecting with yourself fully? And if you are connecting with yourself fully and they're not vibing with you, they're not your twin. That's all. Let's keep it simple. Vibration. Where's your vibration at? Where's the other person at? How are they feeling vibrationally? Is this okay? Is this real? You have to get clear with your feelings. Instinct. Wolf. With those mountains, baby. Hiking those bitches. Just felt like saying that. Alright, Lotus Flower. This is like opening up to your heaven on earth. This is like opening up all that inner work you've been doing, all those old ways and old lifetimes and forms leaving you. Your flower is blossoming now. You're ready to live the life of your dreams. You're ready to live a life in truth, a life in peace in heaven. Unfoldment. It's all unfolding. Just allow it. Just receive and feel. And our final card for this mini reading is love. Compassion. We got the Lovers. Have you ever, held the hand of your true love? It's like coming home. It's like you don't even need to say anything. You're just holding on to gold. There's my hand. You're just holding on to gold. You're holding on to what's true. And you know it in your heart. And when you're in their presence, it's you in God's presence. God brought you this person. God brought you this connection. And it's safe to have compassion for yourself as you're moving through a lot. This person brought it all out. It couldn't be any other way. And a true love story is a true connection to your Creator, because that's true love. Not this exchange, not this outer reality, societal beliefs. Don't have to get too deep into it. I don't want to trigger anyone or offend anybody, but it's important to know that relationships are of God. And when you don't have and everything feeling in your heart for God, you can't fully live that with another person. Of course, God made us to live with another person. It's the greatest thing in the world to share, to be loved, to love someone, because it's natural. That's what most of us here, probably in this video that are watching, have all been searching for the love of our life since we were young. I was always breaking hearts, getting my heart broken, mostly getting my heart broken. And yeah, I had a lot of insecurity around like fully committing to love, because I just saw how it was such a game to most people. And for me, I was like all in, man. Like, I've always been that kind of person. And I guess some deep hurt has like kept me from fully trusting God and the universe, that everything will manifest into perfection. It's like you hear the voices on the outside and you're like, damn, dude, like, am I just crazy? It's like, no, like, people can be where they're at and have their own perceptions, and it doesn't mean that it's yours. And everything that's happening in your reality is healing you into perfection. You already are perfect, right? But it's deepening that, because for so long we've believed that we weren't, right? So we have upsets, we have misalignments with love. And it can feel light, it can feel pure to walk this planet, to live with others, to love others, to have relationship. And it's okay, like, that others have their own perception, or they are where they're at and they're struggling and going through some deep shit. Like, it's easy to see. You know what I mean? It's safe to see. It's safe to see that we all have our own things we're healing. We all have our own patterns. And only we know that, and only God knows what's next for us. We can't know. And I think that's like my biggest message here, because this is what I'm learning, is that we don't know. And God does. And this reality is not hell. This reality is very pure and loving. And it takes great discipline to see that. It takes great discipline to surrender to just that truth, to let everything else go, to let everything else leave. Sorry. Just cracking one neck. But yeah, it's really deep for me, like, to just know me, to get to know me deeper, and for you to do the same. Pulling one more card. We got Gaia. Nurturing, and it's Divine Mother there. Beautiful card. And this has been a big time for me, being nurtured by Divine Mother, and just allowing her to love me fully. And yeah, like, there's a lot of abuse around the feminine that I've been healing. And it's just around, like, it's just like allowing myself to just be fully vulnerable with the feminine, always, even if, she may not know where I'm coming from, or, how to support me in a specific moment. Like, I'm always safe with the feminine. And I'm always nurtured because God, Mother God, is my divine feminine. Like, that's my woman, you know, that I choose to make love to, that I choose to spend eternity with. And in the physical, there she is. It's like, you have to see that it's all one. You have to see that Father God and Mother God are one. There is no separation. And you have to embrace that. Allow yourself to be nurtured by Mother God. And don't allow yourself to be pushed. Everything I've been going through is like perfect. And I see so clearly. Still have a lot that I don't see clearly and that I'm working on, just surrendering to. Because there's a lot. There's a lot of hype around me. And I just realized that it's like the amount of love that I have. So I'll leave you there. And thank you so much for listening, for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this reading for the beginning of February. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye-bye.